And I don't know, Amy, about your kids, but mine were just wild yesterday, being cooped up inside. I don't care if it's really cold. I'm looking forward to getting outside again when this rain settles down.
Exactly, and we'll be able to do it this afternoon, but tomorrow for sure. Thanksgiving Day should be great. So, you know, if we have to take rain, I'd rather have it Tuesday and Wednesday instead of Thursday and Friday when we have a holiday, right? Look at these numbers, though. We picked up flooding rain yesterday, not just in a few spots. A lot of us picked up inches of rain. The Edgewater area, Volusia County, northern Brevard, 7 and 8 inches of rain. Even in Oviedo, we had 6 inches of rain. 6 inches of rain reported in Longwood in Seminole County, the UCF area. 5 inches of rain, more than 5 inches of rain in downtown Orlando. So it poured yesterday in many spots over and over again, and it is still raining this morning. Here's the satellite and radar, all the moisture coming in. Now, the good news is there is no severe weather threat. We are done with the thunderstorms. We're done with the big heavy rain, too. It's just light to moderate showers. So you'll get a nice little, downpour briefly anyway, embedded inside these lighter showers where you see the yellows, but they'll be quick and make their way off the coast. So Brevard County, Orange, back into Osceola, we're seeing some showers. Lighter rain across Flagler, Volusia, Northern Lake, and Marion County. Not only, though, is it raining lightly in Marion County, we also have cold air pouring in, too, and it's windy. So it feels quite brisk and non-Florida-like, especially in our northern spots right now. Now, look at Futurecast. Taking it in time here up through 9 o'clock, we start to see the rain wind down quite a bit. Now, we'll still have a lot of clouds. Lots of moisture. Cold air will keep pouring in, but at least the rain will start to wind down a little bit for the late morning. Around lunchtime, though, still a couple of showers expected across the area. Again, fairly light, and the threat of rain then pushes south into the early afternoon and gets south of Orlando into Brevard County mainly as the drier air keeps working into the north. So we'll clear things out from north to south, but it will take some time. And of course, the cold air will keep pouring in too. So we've dropped to 50 in Ocala, but it's still 72 in Melbourne. The coldest air has not arrived in southern Brevard County yet, but these temperatures this morning will drop down into the 50s and then will recover, but only a little bit. Upper 50s, lower 60s is where we're going to sit for most of the afternoon in much of central Florida. Well below average with the breezy wind coming in out of the northwest. Even when we do get a little sun late in the day to the north, it's not going to help that much. It will still feel quite cold for today. And then overnight tonight, we clear out the clouds. The cold air really settles in, and we start off Thanksgiving morning in the upper 30s and lower 40s. During the day tomorrow, plenty of sunshine. No more rain. We're done with it, but we'll only climb to the upper 60s, so we'll keep things cooler than average on Thursday. Cool again on Friday, especially in the morning. Shoppers, you need to bundle up. And then Saturday and Sunday, we are back in the low to mid 70s. Jasmine.
Lots to do out there.
Hey, we need that jacket today in central Florida. Amy, it's really breezy as we get going.
And that's what makes it feel so much colder. Actual air temperatures, upper 30s, lower 40s, so that's cold enough, below average, but when you factor in the winds, of course, it feels even colder. So if you are headed out and about bright and early this morning, sunrise happens in about 40 minutes, although we are starting to see just a little bit of brightness up over the horizon. But right through 7 o'clock, we're going to feel in the 30s with actual air temperatures dropping through the lower 40s. We'll be breezy and cool through noon. We'll be at 60 degrees with plenty of sun. Sunset tonight is at 5:21, and once we get past dark, those temperatures will fall back through the 50s tonight. So if you're out and about, you'll want to keep that in mind. It is 42 right now at Daytona Beach, 43 Sanford, 45 in Orlando. We've dropped to 40 in Leesburg, and Ocala is at 39. But when you factor in those winds that in some spots on the low side are around 10 miles per hour, but in other places are up to 20 miles per hour, it feels even colder. So the 39 in Ocala, wind chill 33. So it does feel colder than it actually is. Now, wind chills are going to stay cold right through 9 a.m. because our winds are not going to calm down until later today, and the temperatures will keep dropping too. So we're going to have those feels like temperatures in the 30s all the way through 9, 10 o'clock today. For the
But now, before we go to anything else, let's get another check of your forecast. First with meteorologist Amy Sweezey. Amy, it feels great out here.
It does. I was a little chilly earlier, but doesn't take long for that sun to do its thing and bring those temperatures up. We do have a little bit of cloud cover in central Florida this morning. That is all thanks to this cold front that's moving through. So right now our temperatures are a little bit warmer than they were yesterday. We're in the 40s and 50s for most of us, but now that we're getting some sun, of course, we're going to start climbing very quickly as we head through the day. So as you plan your day, today. By noon, we will make it into the 60s. We'll climb to the upper 60s and lower 70s for highs, which is normal. So even though a cold front is coming through, it is not going to get significantly colder in Central Florida today. Oh, I can smell it. I can smell you coming.
I know. I was creeping up behind you. I wanted to show you guys the finished product of the pulled pork sandwich. We have some coleslaw on top of it. I am not going to take a bite of this on camera because this is going to be messy and I need to do it in private.
It'll mess up your lipstick too.
It will.
Problems we have.
It does look terrific. Coming up after the break.
Hey, Amy,
All right.
I think we're going to love our forecast for our day ahead. Things have really changed for us.
Yes, so much sunshine today, lower humidity, nice cool breeze coming in out of the northwest, and it's all thanks to that area of low pressure that is off the coast of the Carolinas. So getting the kids to school this morning, we are mainly clear. We've had a little bit of fogginess settling in a couple of spots in our inland areas, but really not much. It's cooler, it's drier, temperatures are in the 60s for the most part, and we are beginning to brighten up. We're about a half an hour officially away from sunrise. It is 61 in Ocala, 63 Palm Coast, 65 in Sanford, 68 Orlando and Kissimmee, and 66 right now in Melbourne. There's our area of low pressure that continues to churn and get its act together a little bit more here. Winds are at 35 miles per hour. The showers and storms have grown a little bit in the overnight hours. It's not really moving a whole lot, though. It's kind of sitting there off the coast, slowly drifting to the north. But what's happening is it's dragging all this really dry air down into the state of Florida. It is several degrees warmer than average. A lot of it has to do with this, Anna, which is our first named storm of the season. It got its name last night. Big rainmaker for the Carolinas in the next couple of days because it's not going to move very quickly. It's just slowly drifting to the north and west. And it will mean dry weather for most of us here in the state of Florida, although we do have some cloud cover near the coast this morning, which I'll show you here in a second. Official forecast takes it north and west to the Carolina coast, but not until overnight Sunday into Monday morning. So we're going to be talking about this all weekend long, and then that storm will eventually get caught up and make its way up the east coast by the middle of next week. But it's just moving very slowly now. The circulation too for many of us. Now here's the thing. We have a front that will arrive today. It's a cold front. It will not make us cold. It is going to come in here and kind of hang out over the holiday weekend. It's not going to impact us in a huge way, but it is going to change up things here for us. The showers and storms that we get this afternoon will be out ahead of this boundary, and that is mainly going to be to the south. So let me show you on Futurecast here what's going on. Couple little showers we may see late morning through noon. It's pretty dry though with this front coming in, so I don't expect a lot of rain until we get into the afternoon and evening. And notice when things start to bubble up, the main location here is Orlando South. So Brevard County, Polk County, Osceola County is where we are most likely to see those showers and those storms through the late afternoon and evening. Now they will slowly drift south and fall apart once we get past sunset tonight, but then we'll do the same pattern again tomorrow because that front isn't going anywhere for Saturday. 92 Ocala and the Villages, 92 Eustis and Claremont, so temperatures today will be in the lower 90s, warmer than average, even though the winds will be out of the north. Even though we have this cold front, we are still going to be warm. I just think we'll have fewer 94s and 95s today compared to yesterday, so that will be one of the differences. Also, the beaches will be quite a bit cooler today compared to yesterday too. We hit 92 on Thursday in Daytona Beach and 94 in Melbourne, so today we'll be in the upper 80s, mostly because that wind will be coming in off the ocean. Now tomorrow on Saturday, that front is still over top of us, so the showers and storms that form will once again be mainly south of Orlando. And as we get into this persistent pattern here with our winds coming in out of the east into the weekend, the rib currents will be building at the coast. So if you're making beach plans, you want to keep that in mind. Also, just a few coastal showers in the morning for Sunday and for Monday, and then the shower and storm focus shifts inland. So farther west is where we'll see our storms once we get to Sunday and also Memorial Day Monday. I think Monday in the morning we'll start off dry with some sunshine for the parades, any ceremonies you may be headed to, and then in the afternoon we'll get a couple of storms inland that will push to the west side of the state.